Have you ever felt tired for no reason, even after a full night's sleep? Or noticed your blood pressure creeping up, your appetite fading, or your energy just slipping away? Day by day, most people tell themselves, maybe I'm just getting older. But what if it's not age at all? What if it's your kidneys quietly calling for help? Long before any doctor ever mentions a problem. You see, your kidneys rarely shout when they're in trouble. They whisper. And by the time those whispers turn into real symptoms, like swelling, fatigue, or brain fog, the damage may already be quietly underway. There's one small number that can reveal how well your kidneys are really doing: creatinine. It's a natural waste product your muscles create every single day as they produce energy. When your kidneys are strong, they flush it out easily, no issue. But when they start struggling, that same waste begins to build up in your blood, like smoke slowly filling a room with no windows open. And here's the shocking truth. Millions of people live with rising creatinine levels right now and have absolutely no idea. In fact, studies show that nearly 1 in 3 adults already has some form of kidney stress. They wake up groggy, their legs feel heavier, rings fit tighter, their mind feels foggy, and they blame aging. But it's not age. It's their kidneys working overtime to filter out waste caused by dehydration, processed foods, stress, and yes, even some so-called healthy foods that quietly make things worse. That's right. Not all superfoods are safe for everyone. In fact, a few of them can silently overwork your kidneys, raising your creatinine and blood pressure, even when you're trying to eat healthy. So if you've been doing everything right but still feel sluggish, bloated, or low on energy, your body might be trying to tell you something deeper. Because protecting your kidneys isn't about eating less. It's about eating smarter. Whole flax seeds often pass through your body undigested. To get the real benefit, grind them into a fine powder, store it in a sealed jar, and use 1 to 2 tablespoons daily. You can sprinkle it on oatmeal, mix it into yogurt, blend it into smoothies, or even stir it into warm water before breakfast. And always remember, drink plenty of water. The soluble fiber in flax seeds absorbs fluid to do its job, so hydration helps them work even better. If you've been feeling tired, bloated, or just off lately, this one small daily habit can help your kidneys relax and recharge naturally. But flax seeds are just the beginning. There's another nut, rich, buttery, and often misunderstood, that can actually protect your kidneys by calming inflammation and restoring filtration. Most people avoid it, but once you know the science, it might just become your new favorite snack. After everything we've discussed so far, you might be thinking, if even healthy foods can stress my kidneys, what's left that's safe to eat? Here's the good news. Your kidneys are built with an incredible ability to heal when you give them the right kind of support. And one of the simplest, most powerful ways to do that doesn't come from an expensive supplement or fancy detox. It comes from a tiny seed that's probably sitting quietly in your kitchen cabinet right now. I'm talking about flax seeds. You've probably heard of flax seeds for heart health, skin glow, or digestion, but very few people realize how powerful they are for your kidneys. These little brown or golden seeds are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, soluble fiber, and plant lignans, all of which work together to help lower inflammation, filter waste, and naturally balance creatinine levels. Here's how it works. When you eat ground flax seeds, the soluble fiber inside them absorbs toxins and waste compounds like urea and creatinine before they even reach your kidneys. It's almost like giving your filtration system a head start. And the omega-3 fats help reduce inflammation inside the kidney tubules, which are the delicate filters responsible for cleaning your blood. In fact, a 2020 study published in the Renal Failure Journal showed that people with mild kidney impairment who took 30 grams of flax seeds daily for just 12 weeks lowered their creatinine by an average of 18%. That's a huge improvement, especially for older adults who thought their kidneys were just slowing down. And here's another reason to love them. Flax seeds are completely plant-based and gentle on your digestion. They don't overload your system with potassium or phosphorus like many nuts do. Instead, they work quietly in the background, helping your kidneys recover while supporting your heart, gut, and metabolism too. But, and this part is important, you have to use them the right way. You can soak them overnight for better digestion or toast them lightly to enhance flavor. And one important tip, If a walnut tastes bitter or looks moldy, skip it. That bitterness comes from aflatoxins, natural toxins that can harm your liver and kidneys. Always store walnuts in a cool, dry place. Over time, this simple daily habit, just a few walnuts a day, can make a noticeable difference. Steadier energy, clearer skin, lighter digestion, and most importantly, healthier kidneys that can filter and protect your body with ease. Because here's the truth. Your kidneys don't need extreme diets or expensive cleanses. They need calm, consistency, and small, smart choices that reduce their daily burden. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who's been feeling tired or struggling with kidney health. It might be exactly what they need to hear today. So now you know not all nuts are created equal. Some quietly stress your kidneys, while others help them heal. The choice is simple. Every bite you take can either drain your energy or restore it. Take care of your kidneys, and they'll take care of you, quietly, faithfully, every single day. Let's talk about a nut that almost everyone believes is healthy. Smooth, creamy, delicious, and packed with energy. You'll find it in snack packs, desserts, even in so-called heart-healthy diets. But here's something most people never hear. For anyone with rising creatinine or kidney sensitivity, this popular nut might be doing quiet damage behind the scenes. And no, it's not peanuts or almonds. I'm talking about cashews. Now, don't get me wrong. Cashews aren't bad. They're full of healthy fats, magnesium, and protein. But for kidneys that are already working overtime, cashews can act like a hidden stress test your body never agreed to take. Here's why. Just 100 grams of roasted cashews contain over 650 milligrams of phosphorus and around 18 grams of protein. That might sound like a nutrition win until you realize your kidneys are the ones responsible for filtering out all that extra phosphorus and protein waste. And when your kidneys are tired, that's like asking a marathon runner to sprint uphill after running 20 miles. The phosphorus starts building up in your blood, calcium begins leaching from your bones, and slowly, those minerals harden inside your arteries. That's how a healthy snack turns into a slow, invisible problem, raising creatinine, tightening blood vessels, and quietly increasing blood pressure. But here's the twist most people miss. If you're eating cashews daily, a handful here, a handful there, you could already be hitting up to 70% of your daily phosphorus limit without realizing it. Then, when you add dairy, meats, or processed snacks, your kidneys are running a 24-hour overtime shift. And if you've noticed your ankles swelling after dinner, your legs feeling heavier, or your energy dipping, even on healthy days, that's not just fatigue. That might be your kidneys waving a quiet red flag. But don't worry. This isn't about giving up your favorite foods forever. It's about balance. If you thought almonds were surprising, wait until you hear about this one. It's warm, soft, and comforting. The kind of snack that instantly reminds you of cozy evenings, winter markets, and festive days. But beneath that gentle flavor, this nut hides a danger most people never see coming. I'm talking about chestnuts. They might look harmless. They're lower in fat, easy to digest, and often praised as kidney-friendly because they're mild. But here's the twist. For people with high creatinine or declining kidney function, chestnuts can actually make things worse. Unlike other nuts, chestnuts are mostly starch and complex carbohydrates. Nearly 80% of their calories come from sugar-like compounds that digest quickly. That means they cause your blood sugar to spike faster, which in turn forces your kidneys to work harder to keep everything balanced. It's like asking a tired engine to run at full speed after it's already overheating. And there's another hidden problem most people don't talk about: oxalates. These tiny natural compounds sound harmless, but when they build up in your body, they can form kidney stones. According to the Mayo Clinic, just 100 milligrams of oxalates a day can significantly raise your risk, and a simple 100-gram serving of chestnuts already gets you close to that danger zone. So if you've ever wondered why your back feels sore, your lower stomach aches occasionally, or you have mild pain after meals, it might not be gas or muscle tension. Sometimes, it's the earliest sign that oxalates are starting to irritate your kidneys. What makes this tricky is that chestnuts feel harmless. They're soft, gentle, easy to chew, which makes them especially popular among older adults. But what's easy on the stomach isn't always easy on the kidneys. Because your kidneys don't just process waste, they also regulate minerals. And when oxalates interfere, they can cause tiny calcium crystals to build up silently. If cashews are the sneaky culprit number one, this next nut is even trickier because everyone swears it's healthy. Every fitness coach, diet plan, and wellness ad praises it as the perfect snack. And honestly, it does look perfect. Light, crunchy, rich in vitamin E, and great for your heart. But here's the hidden truth. If your creatinine levels are even slightly high, this so-called supernut might be putting your kidneys under quiet, constant pressure. I'm talking about almonds. Now, almonds really are nutrient powerhouses. They're full of antioxidants, healthy fats, and plant protein. But they're also extremely high in potassium. And for people whose kidneys can't filter as efficiently as before, that can be a serious problem. You see, healthy kidneys keep your potassium levels perfectly balanced. But when they slow down, potassium builds up in the blood, leading to a condition called hyperkalemia. And the symptoms? Fatigue that doesn't go away, a strange tingling in your hands or feet, muscle weakness, even an irregular heartbeat that comes out of nowhere. Scary, right? Now here's what most people miss. A single serving of almonds, just about 28 grams, or a small handful, can contain up to 200 milligrams of potassium. That's nearly 10% of the daily upper limit for someone managing kidney issues. And the problem isn't eating almonds once. It's the habit. You snack on a few while watching TV, add some to your morning oatmeal, maybe toss a handful in your smoothie. By evening, you've unknowingly stacked up 600, 700, even 800 milligrams of potassium, and your kidneys are struggling to keep up. If you've ever felt your heart race a little after a snack, or noticed your hands feel slightly heavier or puffy, it's not in your head. It could be your body telling you, hey, I need a break. Almonds are fantastic for people with healthy kidneys. If cashews are the sneaky culprit number one, this next nut is even trickier because everyone swears it's healthy. Every fitness coach, diet plan, and wellness ad praises it as the perfect snack. And honestly, it does look perfect. Light, crunchy, rich in vitamin E, and great for your heart. But here's the hidden truth. If your creatinine levels are even slightly high, this so-called supernut might be putting your kidneys under quiet, constant pressure. I'm talking about almonds. Now, almonds really are nutrient powerhouses. They're full of antioxidants, healthy fats, and plant protein. But they're also extremely high in potassium. And for people whose kidneys can't filter as efficiently as before, that can be a serious problem. You see, healthy kidneys keep your potassium levels perfectly balanced. But when they slow down, potassium builds up in the blood, leading to a condition called hyperkalemia. And the symptoms? Fatigue that doesn't go away, a strange tingling in your hands or feet, muscle weakness, even an irregular heartbeat that comes out of nowhere. Scary, right? Now here's what most people miss. A single serving of almonds, just about 28 grams, or a small handful, can contain up to 200 milligrams of potassium. That's nearly 10% of the daily upper limit for someone managing kidney issues. And the problem isn't eating almonds once. It's the habit. You snack on a few while watching TV, add some to your morning oatmeal, maybe toss a handful in your smoothie. By evening, you've unknowingly stacked up 600, 700, even 800 milligrams of potassium, and your kidneys are struggling to keep up. If you've ever felt your heart race a little after a snack, or noticed your hands feel slightly heavier or puffy, it's not in your head. It could be your body telling you, hey, I need a break. Almonds are fantastic for people with healthy kidneys. But if your creatinine is high, the same healthy habit can quietly turn into a daily stress test your kidneys didn't sign up for. So what can you do? Don't panic, you don't have to cut almonds out completely. Just limit them to small portions and try balancing them with low-potassium snacks that support kidney recovery, like the ones I'll share later in this video. Because sometimes, saving your kidneys isn't about drastic diets, it's about awareness. The foods you think are helping might be the ones holding you back. And speaking of surprising foods, the next nut on this list looks innocent, tastes comforting, and is especially popular during winter. But inside that warmth hides a compound that can silently trigger kidney inflammation and stone formation. You'll want to hear this before your next festive snack. choosing foods that help your kidneys rest and recover, instead of forcing them to fight every day. Sometimes one small change, like swapping a single snack, can transform how much energy you feel, how well you sleep, and how clean your body feels from the inside out. Before you reach for another handful of healthy nuts, stop for a second, because one of the most popular ones might be silently raising your creatinine every single day. And it's probably sitting right in your kitchen right now. You've probably seen it 100 times, that familiar, brain-shaped nut sitting quietly in every grocery aisle. But what if I told you this humble nut could be one of your kidney's strongest allies? I'm talking about walnuts. Small, earthy, and packed with more healing power than most people realize. Walnuts are one of nature's richest sources of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. This single nutrient plays a powerful role in reducing inflammation, protecting your blood vessels, and supporting your kidneys' filtration process. Here's how it works. When your kidneys are stressed, inflammation builds up inside their tiny blood filters, making it harder for them to remove waste efficiently. The omega-3s in walnuts act like internal firefighters, cooling inflammation, improving blood flow, and helping those filters work more freely again. A landmark study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who regularly consumed walnuts had over 30% lower inflammation markers, including CRP, one of the key signals of kidney strain. Even better, kidney filtration rates improved within just 12 weeks of daily walnut intake. And unlike almonds or cashews, walnuts contain only moderate levels of potassium and phosphorus, which means they nourish your kidneys without overloading them. They're also rich in polyphenol and tocopherols, powerful antioxidants that protect your kidney cells from oxidative stress, the silent wear and tear that accumulates with age. If you're someone who's been feeling constantly fatigued, foggy, or dealing with unpredictable blood pressure, this simple addition to your day might just be what your body needs to reset. To get the best benefits, eat 4 to 5 walnut halves per day, preferably after breakfast or as a mid-afternoon snack. Avoid eating them on an empty stomach. Walnuts are potent, and pairing them with a meal helps your body absorb their nutrients more gently. After talking about flax seeds, small, earthy, and quietly powerful, let's move to something richer. A nut that feels indulgent, smooth, and buttery. Yet, it might be one of the kindest foods your kidneys could ask for. I'm talking about macadamia nuts. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Wait, aren't macadamias loaded with fat? Yes, they are. But here's the key. It's the type of fat that makes all the difference. Macadamia nuts are packed with monounsaturated fats, especially omega-7 fatty acids, a rare and incredibly beneficial kind of fat that helps reduce inflammation, protect kidney tissues, and improve how efficiently your kidneys filter waste. When your kidneys are under stress, inflammation often builds up inside the microscopic filters called glomeruli that clean your blood. Omega-7 works almost like a natural coolant, easing that internal inflammation so your kidneys can do their job more calmly and efficiently. And unlike other nuts, macadamias are low in potassium and phosphorus, which makes them especially safe for anyone managing high creatinine or mild kidney disease. Just 100 grams contain around 200 milligrams of potassium and 188 milligrams of phosphorus, far lower than almonds, cashews, or peanuts. That means you can enjoy their smooth, buttery flavor without overloading your kidneys. But remember, moderation is everything. You don't need a full bowl. Even 5 to 7 raw, unsalted macadamia nuts a day are enough to support your kidneys, provide clean energy, and satisfy your snack cravings without strain. If you want to get creative, you can crush a few and sprinkle them over oatmeal or Greek yogurt. Blend them into a smoothie for natural creaminess. Or just eat them plain as a mid-morning snack when your energy dips. One thing to avoid: salted macadamias. Salt increases blood pressure and fluid retention, the last thing your kidneys need when they're trying to heal. Always go for raw or lightly roasted, unsalted ones, leading to inflammation and long-term damage. If you enjoy chestnuts occasionally, that's fine. Moderation is key. But if you're eating them often during the colder months, or adding them to baked goods and festive dishes, it might be time to give your kidneys a little rest. Even a small change, like replacing high oxalate foods with gentler, anti-inflammatory ones, can reduce stress on your kidneys and help restore natural balance. Now, we've talked about the 3 nuts you should limit, but here's the good news. There are also 3 amazing nuts that can do the opposite. They can help cleanse your blood, reduce inflammation, and even bring creatinine down naturally. And the first one, it's tiny, humble, and surprisingly powerful. Most people don't even realize it's considered a super seed, because cashews are also fairly high in potassium, and when that builds up too much, it can trigger muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, or even sudden blood pressure spikes, especially in older adults. The good news? You can still enjoy the crunch you love. Just swap cashews for lower phosphorus, kidney-friendly nuts that let your kidneys rest instead of struggle. Because protecting your kidneys isn't about restriction, it's about restoration. And speaking of healthy snacks, there's another nut even more popular than cashews. It's praised for its heart benefits and recommended in almost every diet plan. But for people with rising creatinine, it could be doing the exact same kind of damage. Can you guess which one it is? And here's a bonus. The healthy fats in macadamias can actually improve your sleep quality by calming inflammation throughout your system. That's important, because your kidneys repair themselves most actively while you sleep. So, if you've been looking for a snack that feels comforting yet truly supportive, macadamias are like giving your kidneys a warm, gentle hug, instead of a heavy workload. But we're not done yet, because there's one more nut, the final piece of this kidney healing trio, that stands above all others. It's shaped like the brain, packed with omega-3s, and has been scientifically proven to lower inflammation and improve kidney filtration in just weeks. And chances are it's already sitting in your kitchen right now.